Have you ever wondered how Amon will cook a legendary wild horn from the Coastal Bonescapes that would make old Jenny proud?
Well, stick with us, and for the next few minutes, we're gonna show you how he reverse sears the juiciest meat of your life.
And elevate a normal side to insane levels.
Is it basically a cheat code?
By the end, you'll have a meal so badass, you'll be leveling up your kitchen skills like a vault hunter in real life.
The Vault Monster Mash awakens! Potatoes riced, butter melted, and our new favorite flavors added in to kick this normal dish up a notch.
All right, the first step for our Vault Monster Mash is to get 2 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes, chop them up, and burl them for about 20 to 25 minutes or until they're fork tender. You're gonna go ahead and turn the burner off. You're gonna grab your potato ricer, and you're gonna rice these bad boys up. You're gonna go ahead and take a couple of your Yukon Golds, add them in. Just make sure you can close your ricer. You're gonna stick them in there. You're gonna go ahead and rice them up. And then you're just gonna repeat the process until all your potatoes are squished up nice. And now the trick is, you don't need heavy cream, you just need a ton of butter. We're going in with 2 sticks, and we're gonna fold this in. We're gonna make sure everything gets nice and mixed together. You're just gonna go in with your butter. You can just get it all in there. And you're gonna fold it in. Just wanna constantly fold that butter right in there until it's all melted and combined. Golden Steer was nice enough to send some of their table 40 seasoning, so we're going to add that in, about a tablespoon. Just like that. And then to add a little salt and pepper, we're going in with Sergio's seasoning. This is another one from Golden Steer, and we're just gonna season this up to taste. Jay will tell you more about this later. And we're gonna keep folding that stuff in. And then our final ingredient for these delicious mashed potatoes, we cut up about, a bunch of chives. We're gonna go with about half of these to start. And then the rest we're gonna save for plating. Gonna go ahead and fold those chives in. And then you have some delicious Vault Monster mashed potatoes. Oh, look at that. Straight from the Crimson Resistance Gardens in the Fade Fields. These herbs are for our chimichurri so delicious, your taste buds might enlist.
Cannot wait to have it at the top of that steak. So the first thing we're gonna start blending up is some oil, 3 cloves of garlic, and 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. And we're gonna blend half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, half a teaspoon of dried oregano. We have Sergio seasoning from Golden Steer. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of this into our chimichurri that'll really bring out those beautiful steak flavors. And if you want something just as delicious, you can go ahead and grab it from the link below. Half a cup of cilantro. And lastly, half a cup of parsley. I'm gonna scrape the sides down and make sure everything's getting blended nicely. All right, so we're gonna pull out the blade and we're gonna add some graza drizzle. And this is what a delicious chimichurri looks like. This chimichurri is so tasty that Kevin's gonna say, this is the best meal we ever had at the end of this episode. Just like the thieves from the Abduction and Junction questline, we have acquired some fresh wildhorn cuts here. We have a secret seasoning, and with just a sprinkle, your steak goes from to legendary fast, and you can say, this isn't where I parked my Digirunner.
So first step is to secure your meat. Eamon's favorite choice is a CB wildhorn strip. We have that right here, and we're gonna go ahead and season this sucker up with some of Golden Steer's Sergio seasoning. This is the perfect replacement for that salt and pepper. So we're just gonna give this a healthy portion of our Sergio seasoning. Make sure you give it a nice healthy coat. That's gonna soak in there. Give that side a quick rub. All the excess on the plate, go ahead and get that on the edges of your steak. You want everything to be covered. Then you're gonna flip it over, and you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So it's been about 5 minutes with this, but we're on a cooking show and we wanna get this done. So we're gonna go ahead and go into our vac seal bag. For best results, you should definitely wait about 30 minutes. Once you got it in your vac seal bag, you're gonna go ahead and put it in your vac sealer. You're gonna drop it down, lock it, and we're gonna go ahead and vac and seal this sucker. So we've already prepped one of these and it's been in our sous vide machine, but we're gonna show you how to get that started. So the next step is to get our sous vide machine out. If you've never sous vide anything, it looks intimidating, but it's really one of the simplest ways to cook stuff. You just need some tools. So first off, we got our water bath. We got our sous vide machine set to 125 degrees. That's what we want our steak to come to. And all you're gonna do is take your vac sealed CB strip and you're gonna drop it on in there like that. Kind of want it to be floating so it gets nice and evenly cooked. And luckily, we had one in here for about an hour and a half. And that's how long it'll take to cook our about a 1-inch CB wild horn strip. Next up, Jay's gonna sear these sons of bitches.
Everybody give Kevin a round of applause for that wonderful sous vide infomercial. Now we're gonna show you how to reverse sear some CB strip steak. We're gonna go ahead and pull this guy out, look at him. Woo! And we're gonna go ahead and pat this dry now, because we want the reverse sear to sear hard. Look at that. So we got this pan ripping on boil. We're about to put in some of our graza frizzle. We're gonna get the one side a nice sear on one side. We're gonna hold this for about 30 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and hit the other side for another 30 seconds. And then we're gonna go ahead and drop it in. And we wanna give it some weight. This is making the steak have full contact with the bottom of the pan for the perfect reverse sear. All right, we're gonna go ahead and lift it, and we're gonna flip it for another 30. While this side is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and throw in a tab of butter, a garlic, and the rosemary. We're gonna baste this for about 15 seconds just to get those flavors on there. I can already smell the rosemary coming out. Oh, the rosemary and the garlic. This is gonna be tasty. So we're gonna pull it out. We're gonna let it rest for about 5 minutes.
Behold the ultimate Kairos dinner spread. The wild horn steak, perfectly seared and juicy.
Now that steak is topped with chimichurri, dripping with flavors from the Crimson Resistance.
And Vault Monster mash, buttery, garlicky, and unstoppable. Bam! We made some reverse seared wild horn steak, Amon's favorite. And we did it the right way with what seasonings, Jay?
Sergio seasonings from Golden Steer. Thanks again for sponsoring us.
It was a delicious process. We already tried a little bit of mashed potatoes and we
Couldn't help it.
had all of those flavors come through and it was just amazing. We can't wait to try this steak with that delicious chimichurri. What do you think, Jay? What should we dive in first?
I'm trying the chimichurri.
Okay.
I can't. I'm getting ready.
The chimichurri on the steak. Dude, this steak is a perfect rare.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That is delicious. We did not put any thought into seasoning it. We just did exactly what the recipe said. Easy as pie.
Golden Steer is the way to go.
Shut out, honestly. Oh my God.
We can check out the link below to grab your very own today. Oh, Jay's already deep in those mashed potatoes.
This is insane. I know like we were extra with the sous vide and the vacuum sealer and the ricer, but even just adding these flavors without all the extra stuff, I'm imagining it would be just as delicious. Holy heck.
These mashed potatoes are so good. I think the biggest mistake people make when making mashed potatoes is using heavy cream instead of just butter. Now, it's not necessarily a mistake, but this is so much better.
Texture's insane.
Oh
There's a reason why restaurants use butter and no cream. And this is it. If you had a great time, as much fun as I had, go ahead and like and comment, subscribe, or just subscribe, ring that bell, all those cliche influencer things, because we have more coming for you.
Have a great night, y'all. Peace
Bye.
out. My God, bro.